Good afternoon, Helen.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
Very warm.
Yeah. We've got a little bit of shade here. Here we are in Lichfield on a very warm day. We thought we would meet up and chat a little bit about mental health and wellbeing. So, as you know, I'm Rachel, mental health development worker for Transforming Communities Together. Tell me what your role is.
So I'm Helen Scheven. I'm the training coordinator for the Diocese, and I focus mostly on lay training.
Brilliant. So is that by lay training, is that kind of people within churches?
Pretty much everybody that isn't clergy.
Yeah.
I like to aim wide.
Yeah. Everyone's welcome.
Absolutely, everyone's welcome.
Lovely. And so we've been chatting a little bit thus far on Zoom about training that is available for people who want to sort of develop their skills and grow in their faith. And we've talked a bit, haven't we, about how that might interact with some of the mental health training that Transforming Communities Together have been providing. Some of that is for clergy and leaders, some of that's for church folk, and there's some sort of overlap, isn't there? We're both really passionate about providing tools for good mental health, really.
Absolutely. Well-being is so important. It's a real key thing of mine. So, yeah.
And do you have any tips that you found perhaps particularly helpful that you might feel able to share? Or not helpful?
I've definitely come across unhelpful things. Yeah, I think it's such a big question, like tips and things. I don't think there's necessarily, 5 easy ways for X. So for example, I've lived anxiety most of my life, but only got diagnosed in my early 20s. And I think through then different tools and tips have helped me out on the journey depending on where I'm at in my stage. So now my anxiety is generally well managed. So things like general mindfulness of being active. I'm not good at standing still anyway, so that's a plus.
We've got room to move.
Yes. Lots of movement. Being creative, I like sewing, things like that. Being around really supportive people, things like that. I think one of the biggest things I've learned is a few good, true friends that you can trust are more beneficial than a lot of people that you're not sure about. So I think friends and support have been really, really key for me when it comes to well-being. And I think I'll go back to movement, because a lot of people think you've got to go running. I am not a runner.
There are other options that are available.
I like yoga. So yoga for me is a real key thing. So I like doing that. I find that quite calming. So yeah, those are probably things that have helped me. I'm a talker. I think out loud. So talking and being able to talk things through, I think, is really key for general well-being. But I think linked to everything is knowing who you are as a person, because not everything is going to fit everybody. So if you are a kind of more internal reflector, journaling might be better. If you're a talker like me, talking to people is a good thing. So I think it's know who you are, own that, and go in that direction. Don't try and fit into something else.
That's really helpful.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. And being aware that some things, as you say, some people are passionate about running, aren't they? And it boosts their endorphins and helps them sleep, but it's not necessarily going to be helpful for everybody, and that's okay.
It makes me cry.
Not the good crying. No, not the cathartic crying.
I got to the end of a 10k and I was like, oh my goodness. But I did it. That was a good thing. I did it.
That's great. And I know one of the things we've talked about and that I'm really passionate about trying to, I guess, encourage is if we're in roles where perhaps we're wanting to encourage and support others, it's that sort of self-care is really foundational, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the two things kind of interact.
It's so true. I think you can only give out of what you've got. So if you're empty, what are you going to be able to give to others? And I think sometimes it's so important to own the fact that you're empty and not beat yourself up about it, but go, do you know what? I don't have anything to give at the moment, and that's okay. And then going, okay, so what can I do to get some more energy or get some more enthusiasm or whatever it is that you are empty of, so that you can then give out. I love my role because I have the privilege of working with people as they're walking on their journeys of vocation, and to try and encourage them to be who they are. But that is also my journey, because if I'm not doing that, then it's not authentic, and I shouldn't expect or ask of it of others. So it's this ongoing kind of mutual thing of learning who I am, and then hopefully being able to empower and enable others to see who they are and how special and wonderful they are, to do or be whatever it is God has called, directed them to do. So
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you, that's really helpful.
Oh, good. That's always a
Thank you
plus.
so much. Now let's go on a run.
I'm going to run away.
It's a plan. Thank you so much for your time.
No, that's all right. Thank you
lovely
for
working
having me.
with you, and we'll
Thank you.
chat again soon.
Yes,
And
thanks
have
a lot.
Have a well-being summer.
Yes, I think we should go cool down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.